ADHD, Battle of the Sexes. Why are so many girls with ADHD undiagnosed and untreated? Hi, I'm Dr. Keelan O'Connell, a board certified child, adolescent, and adult psychiatrist. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're talking about key differences in how ADHD presents in boys versus girls, and why ADHD symptoms in girls are so often missed. First, ADHD doesn't look the same for everyone. Shocker, I know. Boys are more likely to show hyperactive, impulsive behaviors. They're the kids who can't sit still, blurt out answers, jump on furniture, run around in stores while grocery shopping with their parents, etc. On the other hand, girls are more likely to have inattentive ADHD symptoms. They daydream, seem quiet, and work hard to compensate for their difficulty maintaining attention on the task at hand. Because these behaviors are less disruptive, teachers and adults may not notice them. After all, they're too busy wrangling up the higher energy kids in the classroom or at home. That difference shows up in the numbers. Nationally, boys are diagnosed with ADHD more often than girls. This isn't because girls don't have ADHD. It's often because their symptoms aren't as noticeable and they're not as loud. Remember the expression, the squeaky wheel gets the grease? Since females exhibiting inattentive ADHD often don't show these loud symptoms, they often go unnoticed. Here are patterns I watch for in girls. They may exhibit focus or organization problems that look like spaciness or forgetfulness, not defiance. This can manifest as lost homework assignments, missed instructions, or a slowness to get started on schoolwork. Secondly, girls may demonstrate more internalizing signs. They may often present reporting symptoms of bothersome anxiety, low mood, perfectionism, and masking. That's where they pretend everything's okay and explain away their forgetfulness by pinning it on having a lot on their mind or feeling worried or anxious about something else. When they don't complete assignments on time, they often report it's due to wanting to get things just right and to having difficulty organizing their ideas. While other mental health conditions like depression and anxiety can be present along with their ADHD and should be addressed, it's important to not dismiss ADHD symptoms or allow them to be explained away as just typical thoughts and behaviors of teenage girls, especially if they're impairing to their school, extracurricular, or social performance or activities. Another thing we look for when considering ADHD in girls is social or teacher dynamics. Because their behavior isn't disruptive, teachers may not notice that a female student is struggling or falling behind on their schoolwork until her grades begin to fall or they're not completing assignments. Teachers often describe these students as respectful, quiet, thoughtful, perfectionistic, preferring to keep to themselves or lost in their thoughts. The bottom line is this: girls can meet full criteria for ADHD even when they're not acting out. If these patterns are frequent, show up in more than one setting, and get in the way at school, home, or other activities, it's definitely worth an evaluation by a qualified clinician.